welcomed back to this topic, that is the skeletal system. Okay, this means today we will know the completely about the bones, that how much bones that is present in our body, how much bones happens in our body, and in which part how much bones happen. This means today we will take the complete knowledge before birth, at the time of birth, after birth, what is the amount, what is the quantities of bones, what is the number of bones. Okay, so first, that is the bones before birth. When we are present in stomach of mother, at that time when we are present in stomach of mother, okay, this means in the language of life science we can say this, that in that time when we are present in uterus, okay, at that time number of bones in our body is 306 bones. But it is a matter of that time when we are present in the uterus, this means in the stomach. But when at time of birth, number of bones at time of birth, at birth 270. When we are not present at birth, this means कि outside of the stomach, when we comes out of the stomach, this means we are present in the earth, not in the stomach, not in the uterus of mother. Okay, we are present in the earth. Yes, it is reality that in this time I am a neonatal baby. We are neonatal, but we are present in this earth, not in the uterus and stomach. At that time, number of bones is 270. 270. And in the adult, now we are adult. In this time, number of bones is 206. Okay, number of bones is 206 in adult. In prenatal life, number of bones is 306. At birth, 270. And in adult, number of bone is 206. This is a complete ratio of bones. But how bones is decreases? Matters this start in the before birth, number of bone is 306. But at the time of birth, at birth, when you are present in earth from the stomach, at that time number of bone is 270. How this decreases? What happened that bones which is shaped, that is 36 bone, what happened of 36 bone? Only 270 bone is present. Where goes 36 bone? Then after in the adult 206 bone happened. Where go these bones? Then this bone, many bones is fused and bones one bone and make one bones. Many bones fuse to each other and make one bones. If two bones, three bones is fused from each other, then this is count only one bones, not two bones after the fusion. Okay, So this is the number which you are seeing. That is the decreases number of bones. That bones is fused from the each other. After that, this number is decreases. Not in the reality decreases. That is fused from each other. Due to fuse, this is the counting only one bones from the two bones. Due to fused, this is count only one bones. Okay, this is the matter. Never forget that number of bones before birth is 306, at birth 270, and in adult, this means this time we have 206 bones. We are adult. We have 206 bones. Okay. After that, the division of a skeletal system. That means we know that in the adult life 206 bone is present in us. But in which part, how much blood is present? This is a very necessary matter to know, to come here. That we are divided our body, a skeletal system, into the two parts. We are divided our skeletal system into two parts. One part is the axial skeleton. Another part is the appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton that contains 80 bones, and appendicular skeleton that contains 126 bones. If you add 126 bones and 80 bones, then you can got 206 bones. But after fusion, after time to time, bones is fuses from each other and number of bones decreases. Okay, so this is in the axial skeleton 80 bones present, and in appendicular skeleton 126 bone present. When you add 80 bones and 126 bones, this means when you add axial bones and appendicular bones, then you got 306 bones.
206 bones.
And where in the axial skeleton 80 bones is present, but what is the part, which part that is present in axial skeleton? In the axial skeleton is also divided. Axial skeleton is also divided. This is part of axial skeleton is also present here. That is the scule. First is scule. Okay, scule. In that 22 bones present. Okay, scule. In the scule, this is the scule. And in scule 22 present, and scule 22 bones present in scule, and scule is also divided into the two parts. One is the cranium part and other is the face part. What is the cranium? Cranium is called the brain box, because in the cranium brain is present. Cranium is the cover of a brain, and scule is also that is the hardest cover of brain. Okay, so cranium is the brain box, because cranium is present, brain is present inside the cranium. Cranium is outside layer of brain. Due to this, cranium is called brain box, and in the cranium 8 bones present. And face, which you are seeing now, on that here and this face, 14 bones present. When you add 14 bones and 8 bones, then you can got 22 bones. So this is the number of bones in a scule. In a scule 22 bones present. After that, ribs. In that 24 bones present. Okay, because rib is 12 pair. Okay, vertebra. In the vertebra 26 bones present. Now in the next classes we will discuss separately all such as scule, ribs, vertebra, hyoid, sternum, ear, oscus, or we will different in more, we will take the more knowledge in one topic, such as scule is a topic. We will take the completely knowledge about the scule. where 22 bones is present. And in the if in the cranium 8 bones is present, then where 8 bones is present? Which part is present in the cranium, and that place 8 bone is present? We will take the knowledge in the next classes about this. Okay. First, you know that in the skull 22 bones present, and skull is divided into two parts. One part is cranium, another part is face. In the cranium 8 bone is present, and face and 14 bone is present. Cranium, that is the brain box, because brain is present in this. Okay. After that, ribs. In the ribs 24 bones. Vertebra 26 bones. Hyoid 1 bones. Here hyoid is present. Okay, and hyoid is 1 bone. Sternum is made by also 1 bone, because sternum is the breast bone. Okay, sternum is a breast bone, and sternum is also made by 1 bone. Okay, ear ossicles means osteo means bone. From the osteo word, ossicles is mad. Ear ossicles means this means ear bones. Each ear has 3 bones present, and we are humans and we have 2 ears present. We are mammals, and mammals have 2 ears present. And if in 1 ear 3 bones is present, then in 2 ears 6 bones is present, and that so ear ossicles is 6 bone. Okay, what is the name of that bone? In each ear 3 bones present: malleus, incus, and stapes. This means each ear 3 bones present: malleus, incus, and stapes. And also 3 bones, malleus, incus, stapes is present in the other ear. So due to this, we says that ear ossicles is made by 6 bones. Because we have 2 pairs. Because we have 1 pairs of ear. Okay. So this is the axial skeleton. And in the completely axial skeleton, this is the part of axial skeleton, members of axial skeleton. And in axial skeleton, completely 80 bones present. Next part, that is the appendicular skeleton, and in the appendicular skeleton 126 bones present. How can we say that in the appendicular skeleton 126 bones present? Not only says, never only I says, we give proof. You can see here. Okay, and you can see also in your body that appendicular skeleton is divided into 2 parts. One part is girdle part, another part is the limbs. One part is girdle parts, another part is the limbs. Girdle part, in which 6 bones present. In the girdle part 6 bones is present, and girdle part is also divided into 2 parts. One part is the pectoral. This means shoulder part, in which 4 bones present. Okay, why? Each we have 1 pair of shoulder, and 1 shoulder have 2 bones. So 1 pair shoulder have 4 bones. Okay. Pelvic part. This means hip part. Hip has 2 bones present. In the pelvic hip, 2 bones present. By this way, if you add 4 bones of the pectoral or shoulders and pelvic or hip up 2 bones, when we add, then this is the part of girdle, so 6 bones is present in the girdles. After that, we will come in the limbs. Limbs, in which 120 bones is present. Limb is divided into 2 parts: forelimb and hind limb. Forelimb, that is the part of hand. In each hand, 30 bones is present. Okay, in each hand 30 bones is present, and we have 1 pair of hand. So in one pair of hand 60 bones is present, This means in the forelimb 60 bones is present. By this you can understand that in each limb has 30 bones. Each limb has 30 bones. Each forelimb had 30 bones. So we have one pair of forelimb. So we have 60 bones in the forelimb. And hind limb, that is the bones of leg. Okay. Each leg has 30 bones. And we have one pair of legs. So 60 bones in legs and 60 bones in hands. By this way, 120 bones is present in limbs. Okay, so this is the completely number of bones, that is 306.
206.
Okay? And how this decreases and comes in adult 206 bones, we will tell you according to classes. Okay, but you can understand this, that due to fusion, more bones fuses from each other. One bone, two bone, three bones fuses from each other, and that bones count only one bones, not two bones and three bones. Due to this, that number is decreases and in the adult comes on 206. Okay, so this is the completely number of bones. A skeletal system, division of a skeletal system. Okay, finally you understand that this is the number of bones that is present in human body. Okay, thank you.
अपनी सपने कीजिए साकार, अपने सपने कीजिए साकार, सफलता कर रही है आपका इंतजार।